Southern Rail Commission Minutes Dec. 4, 2020. State reports. A. Louisiana. John Spain. Commissioner Spain said he is hopeful that President-elect Biden will be a champion on BR-NOLA passenger rail service and hopes to renew conversation about funding. Commitment offered previously. Former Congressman Cedric Richmond will be on White House staff, which also helps. The Louisiana legislature will consider a 10-cent state gas tax increase, which does not have to go to public vote. The author of bill may consider dedicating a penny, which generates $30 million a year to multimodal efforts which could support passenger rail. Commissioner Spain will be meeting with the Speaker of the House next week, who lives in Ascension Parish, where one of the stations is located. He will also be meeting with Governor Edwards to discuss the gas tax and the request to be made to the President. Commissioner Spain also talked to Senator Cassidy regarding keeping the Amtrak language in the transportation bill. Phil Jones asked for specific next steps that LADOTD could undertake in the next couple of months. How do we get in the queue for any COVID funds that have not been spent? 1. John Robert Smith said CRISI grant included funding for environmental study for BR to NOLA. Those funds have not been spent, and this study could get underway and would demonstrate commitment to the new administration. The DOTD has control to begin the process on environmental and can schedule an initial call with FRA. 2. The unspent COVID funds are not available for use or for reallocation. 3. KCS has been reluctant to work with us, but when there was federal funding on the table, they were interested in discussions. Chairman Ross and co-chair Spain are traveling to Washington, D.C. with the respective mayors to meet with Senators Cassidy, Kennedy and Wicker, and Congressmen Scalise and Graves to advocate for funding. Kansas City Southern is the current owner of the rail line from New Orleans to Baton Rouge and opposes the passenger rail. Union Pacific is working to purchase the rail and supports the passenger rail effort. Commissioner Sean Wilson, Director of the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, joined the call to answer questions concerning passenger rail in Louisiana. DOTD requested $25 million in funding through Act 170, HB 592, of the 2022 regular session of the Louisiana Legislature. The legislature allocated $12.5 million for the New Orleans to Baton Rouge passenger rail and $10 million for 1 to 20 corridor passenger rail. DOTD recently hosted an inspection train for the New Orleans, Baton Rouge passenger rail project and is in discussion with HDR and HNTB concerning the updates to the project plans. DOTD is working to get the projects underway before the next gubernatorial election in 2023. Louisiana Representative Garrett Graves, who led other Republicans in requests, asked for nearly $955.7 million in earmarks. Tom Williams, CQ roll call file photo. F. By Jessica Wehrman. Posted May 20, 2021 at 8 a.m. Representative Garrett Graves says the nearly $1 billion earmark he requested for a bridge in his Louisiana congressional district is hardly a bridge to nowhere. But without a reliable federal partner, it may as well be. The Louisiana Republicans ask for a major new bridge over the Mississippi River near Baton Rouge as part of Interstate 10 was the costliest of the $14.9 billion in earmark.